Well, I think we're at a critical stage with germs in general because the science is now allowing homegrown terrorists to very soon cook up their own designer plagues in their garages. And the problem is, as the science goes up, our general belief in science is going down. So it's a critical juncture. Just as we're facing designer germs, the public is starting to question vaccines. I literally walked through an airport that had been quarantined with measles to come to this. Measles, which had been eradicated in this country supposedly. Germs have killed more people than all the wars in history, and they have been used in war. And we need to understand that, and we need to understand that protecting ourselves means keeping us healthy. And to keep us healthy, we need to be educated. We need to understand that in America, the ultimate responsibility falls on us, the taxpayer, the voter. The government works for us, not the other way around. And so if we don't educate ourselves, we can't vote for educated people who cannot make educated policies. And then we'll die. Hopefully the follow-up, the sequel to Germ Warfare, Graphic History, will be that we get our act together, we believe in science, we vaccinate our kids, we make intelligent policies, and we look back on the age of bioterrorism the same way we look back on the age of knights in shining armor. That is the hope. Hopefully we won't have to do a sequel of the great anti-vaxxer pandemic of 2000XX. You know, I think that humanity, particularly democracies, have a great way of self-correcting. If there's anything good about the democratic system, it's that we can identify flaws and then we can change for the better. The question is, unfortunately, how many casualties are we going to leave in our wake? And that also brings to the question of how important is education in a democracy. I'm old enough to remember AIDS, and I'm old enough to remember that AIDS was stopped in this country not with science, but with education, public health. When I was a kid, there was a guy named C. Everett Koop, this Amish admiral-looking guy who came on TV and told us about something called safe sex, which was a big deal for me because I was just going through puberty. But through public education, we turned what could have been a slate-wiping, extinction-level disease, and we turned it away from us. We left a lot of unfortunate casualties in our wake, but we saved the day. My one message to anyone who reads Germ Warfare, Graphic History, is that the first step to combating any kind of plague is education. If we understand viruses, if we understand science, then we as citizens, as voters, can help protect ourselves without depending on someone else to protect us.